Oh boy, here we go. I'm not looking forward to doing this, but at this point, it's pretty much all we have left to do for the time being, because pretty close to being done on everything else. We're missing 4 heart pieces total. We've got a heart container from the Wind Temple, a heart container from the Earth Temple, and then those 4 pieces of heart. And I don't think we can get those last 4 until we get the acquired items from that dungeon, or the dungeons rather. So here we go. We're actually starting the main quest here. As soon as I don't fall off there. I will not be using a guide for these temples. I'm going off pure memory, so you will have to forgive me. If you are expecting high skill and quick gameplay, I'd suggest you search elsewhere. But we gotta do this. Oh, it's not gonna be good. I can already tell. I don't know what temple I want to go to first. Oh, I am on Outset. I thought I was on Windfall. I don't know. Sure, why not? You can do these temples in either order, and really, they're both, interesting, I guess is the polite way of saying terrible. Really, they're not terrible. Last time I played them, I remember them being a lot more linear than what I remembered previously from that. So this begins the point where we pretty much hope and pray I actually remember what I'm doing here. Alright, here we go. Casually throw that out of the way. What's up, Katana? This is really weird because I'm playing with the sound of my computer, and so it's like a little bit delayed. So I really need to make sure I'm watching the TV and not the computer screen on this one. It's a Zora. O great hero chosen by the Master Sword, my name is Laruto. I'm a Zora sage. For an age, I offered my prayers at the Earth Temple, praying that the power to repel evil would ever remain sealed within the Master Sword. Yet, unfortunately, due to Gandorf's evil designs, the Master Sword you hold has lost its power. At the defeat of his hands of the Hero of Time, Gandorf was sealed away, but not for all time. He was revived, and he returned to Tyrell with a red wrath. He attacked this temple and stole my soul, knowing he had to remove the power contained in that enchanted blade. In order to return the power to repel evil to your sword, you must find another to take my stead in this temple and ask the gods for assistance. How do I like the new Mario Party? Honestly, it's probably the best Mario Party since at least Mario Party 8. You must find the one who carries on my bloodline, the one who holds this sacred instrument. Nothing can stop the flow of time or the passing of generations. Wow, that's ripped almost directly from Sheik's dialogue in Ocarina of Time. But the fate carried within my bloodline endures the ravages of all the years it survives. The song you just conducted is one that will open your eyes, his face, of the new sage, and awaken within that sage the melody that will carry our prayers to the gods. The door that blocks your way will only open when the sage plays that song. May the winds of fortune blow with you. But yeah, no, new Mario Party is really freaking good. Like, I would put it in my top third of, like, the Mario Party games, for sure. I have almost completed everything in the game. There's one thing I haven't done, so if you don't want to be spoiled, then mute your sound for, like, the next 10 seconds. Alright, the only thing I have not done is I can't get the river survival done in hard mode. Because the AI is just incompetent and they don't know what they're doing. And now that will be the end of the spoilers for that. Alright. Favorite is 4. My favorite's probably 3, but I also really like the items in 3, and I really like the boards in 3. Some of the minigames are hard. Really, the only thing I don't like about 3 is that a lot of the duels are luck-based. Just, I'm not a fan. Really don't like duel, or luck-based duels. Or, not duels, but battles. Sorry, don't like luck-based battle games. Seven's also a very good choice as well. I would say how you unlock dry bones, but I'm not going to spoil anymore. I would suggest looking it up. I have unlocked all the characters, though. So unless there's something that I get for doing that last mode that I need to do, like something big, then I've unlocked everything big. I have to get used to these controls because I haven't played this in a fortnight. Not the game, mind you, the actual word fortnight, meaning 2 weeks. Hi, Medley. Yeah, I'm fine. Prince Kamali's been asking me all about your adventures. I can rest easy now that I've seen you safe and sound with my own eyes. Prince Kamali's turned into a fine young adult, hasn't he? I don't know, I haven't really seen him since, you know, you guys saved us from Ganon. Recently, he's been doing things on his own without my guidance. Wow, it's almost like he has, you know, his own individual personality or something. Wonder if this is how Mother feels. You're not that old, hun. Alright, so... Hey, is that the Wind Waker? Wow! Will you conduct me? Sure, why not? I wonder how I'll do. You'll be fine. Yay, I remembered it. I honestly thought while I was playing at the Wind Waker I don't remember the song. Also a very good choice for your Mario Kart needs. Double Dash is the best one. And that's not subjective, it's just true. Don't get me wrong, 8's good, but I like Double Dash more. And she's dead. Oh well. No biggie. Depending on how long this goes, I might do, like, something else after this. It honestly depends on how fast. If I... Like, I'm going to debate after I'm done with this temple if I want to do the Wind Temple, and then depending on whether or not I do it. If I don't do the Wind Temple, I'll definitely do something else. If I do the Wind Temple and I still feel like going and doing something else, then I'll do something else. Favorite team is Waluigi driving, Bowser Jr. throwing items, and Waluigi Racer for a kart. Because it's got good off-road. Waluigi and Drybones. Drybones isn't playable in Mario Kart Double Dash, isn't he? Also, if you didn't recognize that song, that's the intro song that plays when you load up the game. But it's played on strings, so it's nice and beautiful, because strings are my favorite type of instrument. I prefer the strings, and then the percussion, and then the woodwinds, and then the brass in that order. Really, the only one I don't care for that much is brass. But it's got its place. The only instrument I really like that is made of brass is the saxophone, and that's not... That doesn't fall under the brass category, it's actually a woodwind. And I might actually do a little bit like the new Mario Party. Hey, it's that guy. just want him to remember me as a simple attendant. Yeah, I mean, really, in the long run, in terms of like your actual living situation, you'd rather be an attendant than a sage at a temple. Because then you're just going to be stuck praying the whole time, and it's like, okay, well, that's going to get boring. Also, I love the harp for an instrument. I'm really glad that they picked the harp for Skyward Sword. Like, I was really waiting for them to do that for a musical instrument. Because, you know, they'd already done, like, the ocarina. Technically, the Wind Waker isn't really an instrument, but it's used to conduct. They'd already done, like, the flute and Spirit Tracks. So I was really hoping that they would do a harp or something close to that. Still in college? Yes, I'm in my second to last semester, final year. I graduate in the spring. And what time is it where I'm at? I'm in Central Time Zone, so it's 6:12 right now. But yeah, I'll have my bachelor's in education done in May of 2019. You know, once I'm 24 years old, that milestone's coming up faster than I'd like to admit. I'll be in my mid-20s and it's going to be weird. The temple ahead is the nest of an evil creature, the same creature that stole the life of your predecessor, the sage. It's a dark and frightening place. That's why if you do nothing else, at least do this. If Delta comes near to you and presses ZR to call you, then be silent and follow closely behind him. And if Delta presses A, allow him to lift you, and if need be, fly and carry him through the air. That's used a little, but the big thing is, yeah. The big thing is having to use the command melody. Alright, here we go. Like, these are just two kids. They shouldn't have to have this weight upon them and have to do all this. It probably was Smash Melee. That was like one of the more popular things I did on YouTube. And yes, you can link that game song, no pun intended. Do. Also, if the music is too loud or my audio is too loud by comparison, or they're not well balanced, then let me know which one's louder and I'll adjust it accordingly. But for now, it is time to begin the Earth Temple. Soul Calibur 2, yeah. I'm actually pretty stoked for 6. Though what they did with Raphael's costume, I have no clue. It looks hilarious. Yeah, that ought to work. I didn't mean to drop that bomb, by the way. That was totally an accident. Also, if you missed it earlier, I am playing on hero mode, so enemies will do double damage, and there's no heart drops. The only time you'll get a life refill is an item, like a fairy, potion, whatever, or getting a piece of heart / art container. But also, thankfully, if you're not a big fan of like the heavy side questing this game has, as you can tell by my hearts, we're pretty much done. Like, I'll have to do some stuff after the temples, but it's not going to be a lot. And I'm not going to do that in this setting. It's going to be strictly the temples for this one. I usually tried to make the side questing videos like a stream of their own. Because as you can already see from Nightbot, as I just posted, these are all on YouTube. Which, after I'm done with this, I'm going to make sure everything there is posted, because I know not everything is. I still need to put up the Resident Evil 5 stuff for chapters 4 through 6. Not very confident, but I think I should try to fly. Yeah, I got it. Use one word. Yeah, I'll do that later. And the reason why I don't want to do that immediately is because you actually have to hit both of these, so. That is not it. Also, this is a great camera angle of Link, just being completely blocked. So Medley's controls are pretty basic. I hit the wrong button because I didn't know what I was doing. You may not actually have that move yet. It may not let you do it for the time being. So all you can do is just move with her and then jump and tap A to fly. Tap it less to descend. Once the bar reaches 0, then she can't fly anymore. You get the idea. I believe, like the birds, if you use the Hyoi pair or anything like that, if she takes any damage, it'll automatically cut back to Link. Yeah, I was going to say, you may actually have to carry her through the doors, I don't remember. We'll get her in a second. And now, what is this? We have black chews. Or a really dark purple, can't really tell which. I don't know why I'm bothering to pick this stuff up, I'm not going to use it for anything. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Ah, I can't do that. But what you can do is lure them into the light, and then they get frozen. Then you can crush them with a hammer. Get over here. Ah, it won't let me, like, go any farther down. I was gonna have, like, the camera looking up at Link. But oh well. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? And there we go. Usually whenever you leave your ally in a room, they'll go back to the start of that room. In terms of, like, whatever entrance you went through to get into that room, that's where they will be. So keep that in mind. I believe it does have... Yeah, on the map it does have, like, a little icon to show you where your partner for the dungeon is. So if you lose them for any reason, you should be able to find them. Then you can use A to aim this. Just want to say, if I could get the other camera to move, that would be really helpful. You got an item that wrecked you from 1st to 11th. That's impressive, seeing as Double Dash only goes down to 8th place. I don't think these little things have anything in them, but... Okay, maybe that was supposed to be a heart. Oh well. I'm gonna guess probably the map. Because they usually tend to give that to you pretty early. Yep. Alright, am I gonna have to go through the trial of hell here in a second? Or am I spared for a little bit longer? I'm spared for a bit longer. Not much, though. on the other side. I don't remember where the switch is, but there is one in here. Yeah, there it is. So try that. This blue fog prevents you from using your items, so you have to make sure you don't touch it, otherwise you're not going to be able to use the hammer. Because I don't think you can go the other way right now, because it's locked. Yes, it is. It's locked. I'm impressed I actually remember that. Alright, now I'm not going to get so lucky. Oh, no, wait, they don't show up yet. Okay, so I've got a little bit more time. I really don't want to do this. Because I remember what's in here. And if you've already seen the title of the stream, you know what's probably in here. Even if you haven't played the game before, you could probably make a pretty good guess. I'd argue they're probably worse here than they are in the Wind Temple as well. I remember what that switch does. Do you have to, like, keep her on that switch, or do you just... I feel like you'd have to keep something on that switch. Yeah. Alright, let's get this over with. The second you open this chest, prepare for your demise. It's just a key, by the way, so nothing of that much importance, but I don't like these. I don't want you. Ugh. Hate those stupid things. Seriously, it baffles me that in this game people can get freaked out by the re-deads, but not these things. That just absolutely blows my mind. Luckily, there's a slight trick to dealing with them. Sacrifice! There actually is another way to deal with them that's a little bit easier as well, so I'll show that too. But I really don't like getting grabbed by those things. What's on... Oh, this is a pretty small room, whatever this is. Alright, let's go ahead and see what's over here. Hopefully those things will not respawn. Really hope they don't. No, it's gotta be something you come back to. Because you need the dungeon item and I don't have it, so... Let's just go use the key. If she does get grabbed by the floor masters and actually gets caught completely, that's where she'll end up. You play the command melody to get her out of there. If you get caught by it, it sends you back to... I think in this game it's only the start of the room, maybe not the dungeon? Or like the start of the floor you're on. It's something weird, if I remember right. But it'll send you back like at least a couple rooms. It's different in every game, so... Oh, that acted like it didn't get hit at all there for a minute. Come over here, little buddy. I think that's all of them. Yeah, it looks Looks like it's all of them. Alright. Oh, I see. Alright. I get what you're trying to pull. These things don't stay as statues forever, though, so you gotta be at least kind of quick here. At that point, you can just get back up. Alright, next. No. I don't remember there being one in this room, but I'm not friends. Alright, let's see here. So for this to work, you need the ice arrows and the skull hammer, or again, you could just, you know, throw her in there. Unfortunately, like this one, they don't always go after your partner. But if you freeze him, and then whack him with the hammer, he dies in one hit. And honestly, that's probably the best way to deal with him. Hate those things. Aside from maybe the Skulltulas in Twilight Princess, that's the only enemy I can think of in a video game that actually legit scares me. Like, it's one thing when you're startled by an enemy, it's another to be outright scared of it. It terrifies me more as a kid than it did now, mostly because I didn't know how to fight them, but still not a friend of them. They should look elsewhere for friends. I think that's all of them. Nothing in there. Alright. I remember there being a chest in here. I guess that's probably the compass. Which, the last time I played that, I likely ignored it. That was weird. I just watched her, like, run away. I guess she didn't want to get, like, hit by the blocks, so they just automatically are set to move if they get too close to an object that they can interact with or they can move them. Alright, then. What is this? A fairy. I've already got one in a bottle. And I'm making it a rule in this playthrough that I only have one fairy in a bottle at any given time, so since I already have one, I'm not going to bother. Yeah, it's the compass. For reference's sake, my bottle items are blue potion, a fairy, spring water, and granny soup. The only reason I have the water is because last time I did the side quest where I have to water all 8 of the trees. And so it's like water that's infinite use until it runs out of its 30-minute timer, and it ran out, like, a while ago. I think I used up, like, 16 minutes of the time limit that it gave me, and then it ran out later on. Go back to the map here. Oh, nice. It one-shots those, too. No! He set himself on fire. Ryan started the fire. It's always burning since the world's been turning. Alright, so the trick for these guys is to make them drop their lantern. And then after they do, they'll possess you. Which, like, messes with your controls completely. And gives Link these, Oh, it doesn't do it in this one. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, it gives him, like, the googly eyes. And you can get rid of that by either going into a thing of light or just waiting long enough and eventually it'll go away. Wee, googly eyes. Really, actually, the controls are just inverted right now. Left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up. But it can, like, rotate them 90 degrees, which completely screws with me whenever I try to deal with that. You're probably better off just attacking those last and then just letting them possess you one by one until they run out of moves. Alright, so door, locked door, bunch of skulls. Alas, all those Yorks, I knew every last one of them. I think that's how the saying goes. I already know it's in here, but I might as well do this now. Did that get both of them at the same time? Okay, that's weird. There is another spot down there you obviously need to get, but I can't do that right now. So I'll just pick up this joy pendant, because I remember this one being a joy pendant. Yep. Or as we say in the Overwatch loot crate business, it's garbage! Alright, so with no key, that's out of the question. So we go this way. Ah, I remember this room. I think I'll go with boomerang on this one. Try to open these one at a time because they're a little bit of a pain. Oh! Okay. Thanks. You have to kill all the stuff in here anyway to get the ladder to drop, but that's kind of funny. I forgot it was on the far right. Yeah, right about there. No. There we go. Really, if you really are terrified of these things, just jump attack from a safe distance. Even if they stun you in midair, they can't actually, like, stop your jump attack. Which I did it wrong there. But that's honestly the best way to deal with them. Ooh, a red rupee. Give me that. I'm all about that red rupee. Oh, this dungeon. Yeah, really. I'd argue from memory that the wind one is worse. Man, I am missing that shot over and over here. And thankfully I did it so far back, even he couldn't get to me, though. Link had aquaphobia. In this game, that would be very fitting. Just stuck on an island with aquaphobia. I'm sure that's been done in, like, a book or a film. Alright, so there's key. Let's take key and put in door. Key, door, door, key. Dorky, dorky. I can't even remember the name of the key in Paper Mario 64 that you have to pick up. Yaki, that's what it is. I can't believe I remember that. I've not played that game since I did the LP on it. That's impressive. I remember that. Alright, so boss time. Best way to deal with these guys is to boomerang them in the head, whack them a couple times, boomerang their head again. I'm going to switch items here. And then while it's stunned, that's not what I meant to do. Beat it up with the skull hammer. I guess you could also freeze it with the ice arrow. That was completely by accident. We'll pretend it was on purpose, though. The ice arrows are actually kind of kick-ass in this game. They work really well on a lot of enemies. Yeah. Okay, there's one. Wonder how well it works on when they're not, Oh, that didn't do anything. I swear I remember that used to be, like, fast enough to where you could get them that way. Don't you try to kick me with your pelvis. Away with you. What a jackass. And what do we get? It's the mirror shield! I still like how it looks in Ocarina of Time a little bit more than this game or in Majora's Mask, but its shiny surface reflects beams of light. Ooh, so pretty. And then they make you use it immediately, because, you know, what kind of Zelda game would give you an item and then not be like, hey, you have to use this immediately, by the way. It does fit better, though, with the Master Sword, because they have that kind of blue and white motif going on, rather than the brown shield. Oh, hey, look, you guys are back. Alright, that takes care of him. Oh, come on now. There we go. Come on, possess me. I know you want to. I don't remember if you can actually get to them to possess you at once. Would assume probably not. Googly eyes. Just take that in and appreciate it for a minute. Alright, they're gone. Pretty sure I don't need all that junk, but oh well. Medley is in here, right? Yeah, she is. She's over at the start. Alright. Because you can't take Medley into that room where you do the mini-boss fight to get the mirror shield. Just FYI. So now they're going to start making you a bunch of these puzzles, where basically you have to use some kind of light and shine a Medley or Link's mirror shield down, and then get to that shield spot, and then bounce it again to get to wherever it is you're trying to go. Oh yeah, no, like, those puzzles are awful. It actually doesn't look like we missed anything in here thus far. No, wait, we did miss one thing. We need to go back and get that. Not that. Sorry, I'm busy watching the map now, and so as a result I'm getting very turned around. Oh no, that's the way we're going, isn't it? Okay, never mind. That looked like it wasn't the way we were going on the map, so that kind of threw me off. Poke poke. Thank you for the host, Soccer. And as well to you, Katana. I don't know why I didn't hear the little info box, but for whatever reason I didn't hear it. I'm gonna go with, like, right there. Some of these are really awkward to angle, so you have to sort of figure out the three-dimensional side to it. Alright, we're back in here. And while we're here, I believe we can do this as well now. Please tell me those jackasses didn't respawn! Oh my god! Of course they respawn! Bastards. Hate them. Why do they always have to respawn the annoying enemies? Ugh! Here, take her, you jackass! Ugh! Hate floor masters. Like, if the goal was to scare the crap out of people that played these games, the floor masters, whoever designed them did a phenomenal job. They don't bother me at all in, like, the Ocarina Majora side, but the ones in this game are creepy. Hate them. Actually, I don't remember what's in this room, but we're gonna find out anyway. I'm guessing this is probably one of the 2 treasure charts, and unfortunately, I know where the other one is. No, it's a joy pen, isn't it? Wow, what a waste of time. Great. Glad I came back for that, he lied. Whatever. But I know where one of them is, and I know what it leads to in the Great Sea, and we're gonna have to get it, unfortunately. Do you happen to see Venom? No, I didn't see Venom. I'm not a big fan of superhero movies. I rarely, if ever, watch them. The only superhero movies I can think of, like, straight off the top of my head that I have seen are the Wonder Woman that came out semi-recently, and then the first Superman, and that's it. Superhero movies just don't do it for me, I guess. And that'll lead us to the lower floors. We've cleared everything in the first floor. So now on to basement 1. I'm guessing these are going to have rupees or magic or normally hearts, but in this case, nothing. I'm going to do my absolute best not to use up my fairy, just in case, because I want to save that for the boss fight when I may not be paying attention to my health as much. Go see Deadpool. Yeah, I'd planned to see it with somebody, but then I didn't. I haven't seen the first or the second one. Also, I would suggest not falling here because there are floor masters down there. And I hate them. They're not my friends, and they will never be my friends. I never really understood the point in putting this rock here. Because, like, you think, oh, that's basically the game's way of telling you, like, you should have completed everything up to this point, and you should have your partner with you. But, like, you just needed your partner to get the door to get down here. So, like, they have them in the Wind Temple, too. They're really weird. Maybe they just want you to play the songs again. And the songs do sound nice. I mean, it's not, like, the end of the world or anything, but it's just a bit odd, I suppose. Okay, there's one. I think there's a third one in here. Maybe not, actually. That might be it. Don't need that. Probably don't need that, but I'll take it anyway. Yeah, we actually don't need Medley to get any of these statues taken care of. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. And unfortunately, this is the room I'm thinking of, isn't it? It's gonna be... not that one. I'm busy looking at the map here. Yeah, it is gonna be this one. This leads into a dead end with 2 treasure chests, and this is gonna be the one we have to go to. I wouldn't even bother taking Medley in here unless you want to try to go back and get her. This is a maze where you can't use your items, and it is crawling with floor masters. Seriously, there's like 10 of them in here. And it's awful. You have to get to the end and get a key, and then you have to kill them all to get a treasure chart that leads to a piece of heart. And it's bad for everybody involved. Bad for everyone involved. I'm going to cry. Where is the key? Oh, thank God I made it through without getting caught. At least I can use my items now, because the smoke goes away after you get the key. Thank the Lord. But, like, look at this crap. Like, are you serious? I hope whoever made this room is no longer alive. Ugh. Don't you run away from me. Yeah. Do not want floor masters. They are not my friends. Oh, thank God the spin attack is so good in this game. Not my friends, not my friends, not my friends. Who would do something like this? Who thought this was a good idea? No, get away from me. I don't want you. I really don't. I hope you didn't respawn your health. I don't know if they can or not, but I'd rather not find out. Please do not eat my face. I like the fact that you try to throw skulls at me. I appreciate that because that means you're not focused on me. Next time, put them in the fire temple so that way they'll be where they belong. A pit in hell. Ugh, thank God that's over. Literally the worst room in the game. Which is great for anybody with a fear of those things, since that leads to a piece of heart. So if you're going for the 20 hearts, you have to get it. There's no way around it. Alright, so that was a key, and that's a locked door. Can we, like, zoom in on the map? Like, what's the point of this room? And yes, I know there's another floor master in here. Oh, okay, I remember now. There's a grate here. It doesn't show up on the map, so it looks like it's the full deal, but it's not. Alright, I remember now. And unfortunately, there's no way to get rid of the smoke in this room. Unlike the other one. But the only upside is there's one, rather than, like, 10. So probably your best bet in order to get through here without getting grabbed is to just fall, sure. Don't even do it. I wonder... Oh, wait, no, I can't do that here. I gotta actually, like... There. That's another way to deal with them. If you got, like, a ton of arrows, you could just snipe them until they die. I'm gonna hope this works, because I know you're here, and I don't want to talk to you, Mr. Floormaster. Did you throw shit at me? I'll kick your ass. Right there. He's gone. He will not be missed. Like, seriously, not even a little. And I think that's the worst of the floor masters in this, well, in this room, yes, but I was thinking in the dungeon, I think that's the worst of them. And if I recall, there are more of them in this temple than there are in the Wind Temple. Like, there's a couple, but not as many. Every time I see this block pushing puzzle, it just reminds me of watching NCS play this game, the original game, talking about how many female characters are in the Zelda series that their name starts with M and it happens to be 5 letters long. Because you've got like Malin, or, yeah, you've got like Malin, Medley, Midna, you know, like a bunch of M names. Well, I'm not trying to explain this. I think the light I can reflect on my instruments can be redirected using your We've already had to do that in the dungeon to progress. I don't, you know, like, I approve the suggestion, but you'd probably be better off telling the player that, you know, after the, or before the fact they would do it, but, you know, that's just me. So yeah, you can, use the light to, hey! Play with you. You can use the light to attack those things. And make them visible, and then you can hit them once they're visible. Or again, let them possess you and just walk into the light and they die that way. Oh, that's a perfect spot to stand, thanks. And of course the one that's hardest to hit is the one that they want you to get. Hence why they gave you that hint now. Alright, that's that. Hey! Hey! Get back here. Freaking bat. Oh, come on, how'd that miss? Whatever. Fine, chomp away. It sounds like a noise that like a plant in Plants vs. Zombies would make. I'm more worried about getting crushed by these things because I remember they actually do a fair bit of damage when they hit you. One of these is going to be redead for sure. Whoa, holy crap, Link. He slid like a freaking, blanking on what it is. America's Funniest Home Videos guy that like went too far in a bowling alley and hit the waxed part of the floor. Alright, so red rupee not exactly worth my time, but you know what? We'll take it. If anything, it's more just to make sure that there's no treasure chests left on my map whenever I finish the dungeon so I don't look around and go, wait, I missed something here. Alright, that works. As long as it works, I don't care. I'll take the arrows. Ow. Time for a hurricane spin on this jackass. Oh, seriously? He can even hit you through that? That's lame. Alright, come on now. I doubt this is gonna, like... Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt this is actually gonna unlock anything worthwhile. If you're wondering why I use the soup and not the blue potion, it was in case I need the magic for anything. Typically, that's not an issue in this game. Inside of dungeons, like outside of dungeons on the Great Sea, it might be for some things, but in dungeons, that's rarely a problem, but just in case it ends up being one. Kablooey. I love how this hallway right here looks. It just looks so cool. Oh, we actually have to use bombs and stuff. This is the first time this has come up in this dungeon at all. Alright, so the bad news is we've got no boss key, so we're going to have to go hunting for that. I would suggest you stay on the perimeter of this area, because if you fall the way down, as you probably guessed, yes, there are floor masters down there. There's like 4 of them, too. That's the worst part. 4 of them, and there's blue fog, so you can't use your items. It's not a good situation to be in. Alright. This is the biggie. This is the puzzle that easily takes the most time to just get everything into place. So we'll just start from here and work our way around. There are 4 chests in this area, one of which is the key. Just look for stuff I can push first before activating the switches. But if something can be pushed, then it needs to be pushed into a spot that it, you know, has a little symbol. There's never one where you don't do that. I don't remember if I have to be up there, if it's just Medley, so let's find out. If I have to be up there, I'm going to have to conduct her again and use her to help me fly across. Well, it appears I don't, so that's good. This, yes it does. Okay, that's good. See how much of this I can do just with Medley without having to switch back. Or if this I can get done in one go, the better. That, you don't seem to have to work very hard for that. I'm willing to bet that's either 20 rupees, 10 rupees, or a joy pendant. If I had to guess. Go with, like, right there. Alright, so tell me, which one is it? Oh, that's actually more than I thought. Alright, well, take a purple rupee, I guess. Not gonna lie, I was expecting that to be 20 at most, and even then I was like, yeah, 20 might be a bit much. Wait, there are pots back here? I don't remember seeing these before. What's in here? Whoa! Holy rupees. I will say, for as much as I don't like having to deal with all the floor masters and stuff, I do love the boss of this temple. If you've got the hurricane spin, this boss is a ton of fun. Though the Wind Temple boss is also pretty cool. Like, they both have their ups and downs. By and large, the boss fights in this game are pretty dang sick. In fact, probably the weakest boss fight is the one from Forest Haven, now that I think about it. The plant. That's really the only one that's not that great. But I mean, it's an early game boss, and it feels like one. Alright, so that's all that set up. So I just have to do the other side here. I'm guessing, again, this is probably going to be like, well, now 50 rupees tops or some kind of treasure drop. So tell me, game, what will it be? What will it be? Yeah, there's the joy pennant. I had a feeling. I guess it's because they know you have to get 20 of them in order to actually finish the game to get the private oasis, but like, it's just always a disappointment to see those. It's like, oh, what's it going to be? Oh, it's just a joy pennant. Okay. Ow. That was painful. Alright, let's try to, like, go here. I might actually just be able to... Nah, he's moving too much. Oh well. You do have to hit all 4 of these, by the way, because the mirrors are too big. And while we're here... more pots with more money. Hey! Seriously, there might have been 100 rupees there between those two sets of pots. I mean, it would have had to have been at least, because there's 2 red rupees and a purple, so that's 90, so all you need is 1 yellow. Oh, I was going to say, I thought I finished this puzzle. So I guess if you know exactly how to use the command melody, you only have to use it, what, like 3 times in this room? You don't have to use it like a bunch, you can get away with using it only a few. I think this is the last one. Yep. And on the off chance that this does reset the room, I don't think it does, but on the off chance it does, let's go ahead and solve this puzzle before we go to that little side section. I don't think it's going to reset the room, but on the off chance it does. If it does, I'd be very annoyed, so I'd rather not take that chance. Don't do that, I want you to fly. Dude. There you go. Melody, you're hogging the stage over here. Alright, I'm willing to bet this is probably the extra treasure chart, since based on the map, that room we just opened up is likely the key. Ah, it's just one of these. Now, for whatever reason, this time you actually have to shine your light on the things. I'm not sure why, but you need to for some reason. Oh, great. 3 of them. Alright, well. When in Rome, chuck lots of bombs. Skull hammer. Oh, that didn't work. That was a bad idea, but I got one of them, so now I actually have a little bit of breathing room. Get away from that, you fool! What are you doing? Alright, there's another one. There we go, fabulous. Didn't realize that was there. I thought it would drop another ladder once you killed them all. Because I was thinking, what if you only got one and then jumped down there? And I was like, oh, you could just use the command Melody if you had Medley with you, but you didn't have to take her in the room with you for anything. So yeah, there's the treasure chart. Alright, let's go get ourselves that boss key, and then we can get out of here. Oh, sweet, a Dark Nut fight. Bring it on. Bring it on, my man. Though, unfortunately, I think there's some of the blue flamed skulls in here. Yeah. It really does not want me to target those skulls. Well, I want to target the skulls. I don't want to have to fight the Dark Knight with no sword. Get out of here, you. Yeah, I almost got away with it. Alright, now I'll fight you. That was actually a pretty cool camera angle, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, what? Don't you use your kung fu on me. Yeah, thanks for the Knight's Crest. I'm trying to remember if there's a place you can, like, sell those. Like, all the collectibles you sell, that you can pick up, you can sell after you don't need them anymore. So there's the big and not boss key. I'll probably call it the boss key anyway, because it's the boss key in most of the other games. So yeah, that took about an hour and 10 minutes to do that dungeon. That's not too bad. Not counting the boss fight that we gotta do. But all things considered, it could have been worse. But I remember that dungeon being like way less linear than it was here. But that also might have been because I watched a friend play through part of it, like the second half of it. And so the first time I played, I just used a guide, so I didn't really take in my surroundings and where to go. Because that is one of the downsides to using guides, is you don't pay as much attention to, like, the logical steps behind going where you're supposed to go. You're just like, oh, I'm supposed to go here because that's what the guide told me to do. But it's pretty dang linear. Like, the only things that are not linear are the optional stuff like the treasure maps, which of course you don't have to get. I love that you can climb diagonally. That's such a cool touch. It doesn't exactly go very quickly, though. Not like Twilight Princess speeds level up bad, but, it's still there. Alright, so that's the dungeon cleared out. That's both the treasure maps. Not gonna lie, I was expecting to see a fairy in one of those. Which, again, I still have mine in a bottle, but I could have gotten that 2.5 hearts back. Oh well. See you later, Medley. I gotta go fight me a boss. This is the boss. Nice eyes. Those are creepy looking. It's Fatty Ginormous! You're not as scary as you make yourself out to be, especially after dealing with those floor masters. Stun with the light, throw him into a pillar, get your great spin ready, and wreak havoc. Unfortunately, you can only kill a set amount of them, otherwise this boss fight would probably end in one cycle. If you had the great spin, it would probably end in one cycle. I can say that with pretty high confidence. So I think it follows typical Nintendo staple here of 3 at minimum. Yeah, it's probably gonna be 3. Maybe 4, if it really doesn't want to give it to me. So really, the only thing it does to make this more challenging is it gives you less light options, and then the light goes away faster. That's about it. Didn't say it was hard, though. It's probably the easiest boss in the game, but it's also the most fun. Or at least up there for one of the more fun fights. That's definitely something I can say about Wind Waker that's better than almost any other Zelda game. The combat in this game feels phenomenal. Like, all the boss fights it feels great, except for maybe Tower of the Gods. But that's just because it's a clunky Andross ripoff. But, like, the grappling hook fight feels, like, really good. Using the boomerang and the Forest Haven feels really good. Great spin in here feels really good. Like, they all just work so well. And give me my heart. Heck yeah. So yeah, we made pretty good time on that. About a minute 15. Keep in mind, I've been live for an hour 19, but the first 5 minutes is always the quote-unquote loading time, waiting for people to get in, so combine that with the time it actually takes for me to, like, close off all the applications for that and move on to here. Basically about an hour and 10 minutes. So I can accept that for the Earth Temple. That was a pretty good run. I didn't get caught by a floor master. I mean, I came close to dying, but I was watching my health, so that never really came into play. So in that case, I think we are going to keep going. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the Wind Temple now as well. La. It's got bat wings! The prayers of the Earth Sage have restored the Master Sword's former energy. There's but one last step before it comes to the true Master Sword once again. Power to repel evil is not fully awakened. To complete the awakening of the Master Sword, you must go to the Wind Temple for one more prayer. Yeah, because, one prayer is not enough, but two, yeah, it definitely will be. So yeah, now she's stuck here continuing to pray. Has anybody ever, come back to the temple, to this boss room, to see if they're still here? I don't think I've ever done that. But Prince Kamali, please watch over him for me. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'll come back to see you, though. Thanks for the mirror shield. Two enters, one returns. Oh, you're not going to give me, some little thing about how I need to go there next? Alright, then fine. If I don't need to go to the next temple, I'm just going to go home. Mostly to get the elixir suit back. So I want those 2 helpings, man. I just finished me a temple, and I'm going to drink some soup and enjoy it. Even though that soup's been in that bottle, I think, for the last 4 episodes. It's been sitting in that bottle getting nice and cold for the last 8 hours. What's in here? Hello? Here's your letter. Oh, no. Oh, okay, 10 rupees. I was supposed to say, last time it was 200. Yo, you been, man, I gotta tell you, really helped me back there at the mail center. I appreciate it. Been trying real hard ever since then. My posting skills are still weak. I just can't seem to hit 22 letters. I'll doubt I'll ever be as good as you, man. Been hearing all kinds of crazy tales about you, so I figured I had to write you a letter. Sounds like you're doing amazing stuff. You're the man, man. Probably tell why I had no idea what to write, but hey, I figured the least I can do is send you a letter of encouragement. Well, I don't make much. I'm sending the wages I've earned lately. I'm just doing my part. Hope it helps. Really sorry I had to send this cash on delivery, but I guess that's the price of fame. Take care. So I got 10 rupees out of that. Alright, cool. I guess that's acceptable then that you did that. Get that magic back. Hi. I would. Yes, please. You're such a well-mannered boy. Here you go. Thank you kindly. Alright, now that we're done with that. We could go and find out what those 2 treasure charts lead to, but I'm not even going to bother with that. Even though one leads to a piece of heart, there's another one that also leads to a piece of heart, so I could get the extra pieces, but not the full container right now, so really there's no point. So we'll just not worry about it and head on back here. If you've never tried the Mountain Dew throwback that actually used the real sugar rather than the stuff you have in the typical ones, they're pretty dang good. Can recommend them. I might go grab another one later, but right now I'm feeling pretty good energy-wise. Even after screaming at that floor master. The joys of screaming loudly for fear of the unknown, preferably in a different language. Yeah, so here comes the unfortunate part of the Wind Temple, among other things. It's because the Earth Temple, you don't need the boots, but here you do. I think you also have to break this with a hammer, so... Man, these poor trees, they're never going to stand up completely straight. Away with you. And now they're standing up almost perfectly straight. Somehow. That makes sense. I've never checked these before. What's in these little things of leaves? Tell me your secret. Oh, magic? That's lame. How about you? Alright, that's really lame. I was hoping for like 20 rupees or something. Whatever. Yeah, it's almost like we haven't seen these before or something. I'm glad you told me, otherwise I wouldn't have realized they're there. Even though they're the only thing in this cave. I'm always bad about remembering this one. I can kind of remember the Earth God's lyric, but I can never remember the Wind God's aria. Even though the song that like they play, A, sounds nothing like what gets conducted, but B, sounds really freaking cool. Probably again because it's on a stringed instrument. Are you the new hero? I'm Fodder of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appear to you as a child, but the eyes can oft deceived. I'm a most esteemed sage. I mean, you technically are a child if you're a Kokiri, because the Kokiri never age. So, you can be both. I've been praying here so that the power to repel evil will continue to be contained within the blade of the Master Sword. But I was attacked by evil Ganondorf, and this is what happened to me. You wish to return the power to your blade, don't you? Well, yeah. It got bat wings last time. Can we make it any cooler? In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold and teach him the song you just played. Once you do, I'm certain the holder of the instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken through his veins. Ah, his veins. We know it's a male this time. That Wind Waker you hold used long ago to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. In those days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Please tell the king I will still play, even in the next world. Yeah, it's funny that you're supposed to do this one after their temple, at least I think you are. But it's way easier to remember who has that instrument than the one for the Earth Temple, because it doesn't really come up as like an important fact of Medley's character when you first meet her. But for Makar, like, he's the person that plays for the orchestra, so of course it's important there. No, I want to go to Forest Haven, not Dragon Roost. The upside to this dungeon is it gives you one of the best items in Zelda history, so there's that at least. And it's the only item we're missing now. Well, no, there's one other technically, but you don't get it till like almost the end of the game. Jeez, no wonder nobody ever comes here if these things keep respawning over and over. I wouldn't either. I won't let you go any farther down than that. Alright. Remember to let go a little bit early, like you do with the rope swinging game when the pirates are talking to you. Also, I love this place to practice. Like, this is totally sleep-worthy right here. Would definitely sleep in here. Haven't seen you in quite some time, have I? I'm surprised you're able to find me here. You're wondering why I'm all the way down here? Practicing a new song for next year's ceremony, and I need privacy. It isn't any fun if everybody knows in advance what song I'll play. What? You can hear my song outside. Really? I thought the sound of the waterfall would drown it out. Perhaps I should play a little more softly when I practice from now on. Probably a good idea, my man. Why, is that a conductor's baton? Are you a maestro? That's incredible. Are you going to conduct for me? What kind of song is it? I can't wait to hear it. Please, conduct. Oh, it's going to be a kick-ass song. We'll even play this one for you. Mostly because I'm curious to see what they say if you play it wrong. That's a nice song. Is it that? My songs are better than that. Or is that it? Sorry. I'm sorry, did you hear that? I guess that was kind of rude. Screw off. Nope, that ain't it. I told you, I can't remember this one for some reason. Dude, it's right there on your tablet. Just pay attention. Good lord. Alright, let's try this again. You can tell I'm used to the GameCube one where you can't see it on the screen. And then I look down, I'm like, oh, it's right there. Duh. Why does it feel like I already know this song? Link, you've already seen this happen before, man. If you watch, it's kind of hard to see, but like, yeah, right there. Whenever he's done with like his little thing, it just kind of like chops back into place, like right there. You can see it. I don't ever remember there being clapping in the... That was in the actual game, too. Like, I started clapping with it, but I don't remember that being there in the original game. The sacred song you've conducted is awakened me. I know myself now. I'm the sage of the Wind Temple. It's my fate to return the power to repel evil to your master sword, and to ease the regrets of my ancestors. You must take me with you to the Wind Temple. Fine, let's go. That's how he hangs out there on the top of Mr. Coral's head, the King of Red Lions. We haven't jumped around on the Great Sea in a while. Do that a little bit. Alright, so if all goes well, we might have both of these done within, like... I'd be okay with this one being done in an hour and a half. Because I do remember this dungeon taking a little bit longer. Mostly because of stuff like having to, you know, use the iron boots and whatnot. I do remember this one being a bit longer. And we went through the Earth Temple pretty dang quickly. If I recall, this one does take a bit more work. As was the case with Medley, I have no doubt that Makar 2 has some special role. Yeah, got it. Sounds like a cat toy that has like little bells inside of it. Alright, here we go. There's no one playing music nearby. Really? There's not? Makar, did you know that there's no one in here that can play music at all? Like, no one. That's really sad. I don't know why that happened. It just did, for whatever reason. Kablooey. And thus begins the penultimate temple, the Wind Temple. Unless you did this one before the Earth Temple. Then it's not the penultimate one. Alright, let's do this. Now, if I recall... So Makar can still fly like Medley. You're going to be doing that a lot, unfortunately. And instead of having the mirror shield-esque thing, what he does is if you come up to these little mounds, he'll plant seeds. Sometimes these are used to activate certain things. Sometimes you can get burned to a crisp, and that's always fun. Away with you. And they have another use as well, but I won't spoil that until we get the dungeon item. I believe this is just a chest with 100 rupees in it, if I remember correctly. You don't actually have to do this one. Hey, I remembered correctly. Good job, me. Oh, hello. Oh, of course. Alright, you could just home run swing him. That works. Alright, I'm curious, can you just like break this with a hammer? Totally can. Nice. Alright, that works. Also be prepared to use the Deku Leaf like a ton in here. It gets combined with the Iron Boots a pretty fair bit, so... Unlike Link, for whatever reason, I guess it's just because he can fly right here. Makar can get past these. You're alright, Makar, they can't get you. Alright, I'll bite. What does it do? I don't follow. But I'm also an idiot, so maybe that's why. Was there a reason I needed to close that in particular? I can't get up there. This just opens the door. I would assume. Yep. Is there any reason why I would have wanted to do that? Yes, there's another thing up here, but what's the point of coming up here? I don't... What? I'm confused. What? I don't remember any of this. Well, you need an item you don't have right now, so I can't exactly get that. I don't remember any of that being there. That's really weird. I remember that just being a basic enter room that's just doing exactly what we did, and there's nothing else in there. But maybe there is something? Question mark? I seriously don't remember that being there, unless that was like a tingle tuner thing. Oh, I thought there were whiz robes in here, but maybe that's later. Well, Makar, time to send you to your destiny. And by destiny, I mean the worst fate that could befall any living creature. Because unfortunately, there's no way to get out of what's going to happen here. Once you plant all three of these, the door opens up. And then guess what? He gets ambushed by floor masters. And there's no way to save him. Ugh. Poor Makar. I don't really care for him that much, but I wouldn't wish that on anybody. That's not what I was trying to do. I'm over here. Over where? Oh, okay. I'll come get you in a second. Un momento. Alright. What's up, my dude? That stone that blocks the entrance seems extremely heavy. The only way you can move is if you become as heavy as the Decatur himself. If only the great Decatur right here. Well, I mean, he can't move. He's a tree. So with no other way to go, of course we head here. I don't think these have to be destroyed, but on the off chance they do. Most of the times in Zelda, you're better off just defeating all enemies, because there's a good chance you'll have to do that, and if nothing else, it'll mean they're not in the way anymore. Mario games, typically, you can just kind of fly by them, but not so much here. No, don't go down there. Yeah, I was gonna say, I know he's there. I'm not a fool. You are a jackass. He ran right for me. Ugh. Stupid floor masters. I hate those things. Well, he's dead now, so that's good. He will not be missed. Ow. Not sure how I was supposed to avoid that, but okay. So yeah, by breaking these, sometimes you'll find things. It'll even activate chests on occasion, so you'll have to watch for that. Oh, good! There's another one! I'm glad that that came up. Alright, enough of those now. I said there were less of them in here than the Earth Temple, but I'd rather not be proven wrong on that. Oh, I need to move this back. Okay, I can do that. Pretty sure this is a joy pendant. Yep, sure enough. I'd rather know where the map is, so I could actually, you know, make sure I've gotten everything thus far. I feel like they should have given us the... If I find the compass before I found the map, then I'll really know I'm in trouble. Yeah, I can't do that right now. No Makar. We'll move on. Now, if I remember right, either the map or the compass is in here. I just don't remember which. And that could prove to be a problem if it is the compass. So I'm really hoping the map's in here, because if I'm wrong, I'm not going to be happy about that. Oh, hello! Alright, now that you're not bothering me anymore. I'm actually going to grab that. I'm going to go with my instinct and say go this way first. One of these leads to the way that you need to go, and one leads to a treasure chest that's got either the map or the compass in it. I actually think I went the way I'm supposed to go. Yep, I totally did. Nuts. Alright. God, I just, like, pictured in my head trying to do this dungeon without the double magic, and it's a nightmare. I feel bad for anybody that had to do that, or tried to do it. That would have been the literal worst. I'd like to refill my magic, please. And thank you. Please let this be the map, because if it's the compass, I'm not going to be happy. Please be the map. Oh, thank goodness it's the map. Okay, good. Alright, now that I know that. Let's actually progress now. Also, as you can probably guess by the skulls and the junk down there, there's plenty of magic refill if you need to jump down there and get it. Oh, come on, you're close enough to hit that P-hat. As a reminder, these arrows fire very strangely, in case you couldn't tell. Okay, there's one. There we go. I'd rather not have my jumps getting messed up by those things. Oh, come on, sure there's gotta be some magic in here. Alright, not full, but that's good enough. Oh, that works. Alright, what does this do? Opens up to a lower floor, alright. I'll bite. What's down there? Minus a quick detour to get what I would presume is the compass. This is a treasure chart. No, it's a compass. Alright. Good enough for me. Probably nothing worthwhile in here. Oh, some magic and arrows. I'll take that, I guess. And it looks like there's nowhere to go but down. So that's what we'll do. Can't plant those yet. That door is locked, so I'm not going down there. This is a P-hat. He is now dead. So in that case, I'm going to assume we're supposed to go this way. Oh, no. I remember this room. Alright, so thankfully there is a slight bit of a cheat to this. Basically, there is a second treasure chest right there. You're trying to get to the other side to get that chest, because that chest has the key to get the locked door. But in order to get the chest with the treasure chart, you have to break all these. And breaking it, there's obviously a spot below, and you can platform your way up to that platform in the center. And the catch is, each of these, with the exception of one of them, because one of them doesn't do anything, each of them have a different enemy type, and one of them, yes, is Floor Masters. But if you stand towards the edge of it, in certain spots, you can break the things without actually getting in there. And I know it's just the chews down there right now, so I can deal with them. Most of the enemies here are pretty much harmless. It's like one of them's red chews. I think one of them is the green chews. One of them is like these guys right here. They're not active right now, but one of them will make them active. The good news is I got one that's pretty easy to beat that I don't have to worry about too much, so I can just push this over here for now. Alright, that ought to work. Excuse me. There you go. Good job, Charlie. Same as the main character, right? In The Legend of Zelda, it's Charlie. Pretty sure it's Charlie. And there's the key. And there go the spikes. But we ain't done here, so round 2. I do not remember which ones of these spawn in the Floor Masters. That's why I'm cheating and looking through the spots that I've already uncovered. I'm gonna assume it's those guys that came to life because I don't see squat down there right now. Yeah, it is these guys. Okay, that's not terrible. Oh no, this is the one that has nothing in it. Okay. So I guess if you don't care about getting all the treasure charts, take the second one from the left. Good to know, I guess. Is the center one the Floor Masters of Death? You bastard, you actually dropped me in there and it was the Floor Masters. Oh, I hate you, game. Why would you do this to me? No. Bad. 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 You're lucky you only spawned 2 of them. Otherwise I'd have to track down whoever made that and eliminate them. Well, now that those are gone, I pretty much have no fear of anything else that could be in here. Bring it on. And while you guys are dancing around, I'll just head back on up. And last but not least is the green shoes. I guess you don't technically have to fight the last one because you could just, you know, stand on the edge of them, but let's be real, everyone wanted to see me fight those stupid Floor Masters. Now I'm actually curious, do I have more red chew jelly or green? No, I do have more green. I have 37 red and 47 green. And probably none of them are going to get used for anything. And there's the treasure chart. Alright, now that that's cleaned out. Let's go see what's behind this spot with a key. Whoa, game did not like that. If I had to guess, I'd say this is probably the mini-boss fight that gets you the dungeon item. Darknut? Nope, Wizrobe. That's disappointing. I would have preferred the Darknuts, to be honest with you. Nice Halloween colors. How fitting for October, black and orange. Dude, don't put that on. What are you doing? Alright, I'm about to switch the bow and arrow to an actual button. It's gonna be too much of a pain otherwise. Stop that. I don't want to target that Darknut. So they're just going to spawn in more crap otherwise. Not this time. Alright, where's your old buddy? I'm not dealing with you till your little friend is gone. Alright, I might have to now. Because it's not letting me go anywhere. There we go, away with you. Ow! That did a lot of damage. And I couldn't get away from that because I couldn't move. Alright, seriously, come on. You gotta let me do something here. Just because they're fun to fight doesn't mean they're hard. Jeez. Freaking Wizrobes. What a pain in my ass. But at least we got the hookshot now. It extends, it retracts, it latches onto things. What a cool invention. Well, who made it? Professor E. Gadd here? But let's give it a try, shall we? Open sesame. So that's where we're going to end up going at the very end of the dungeon, but for now, looks like we're going back up. There we go, that works. I guess you're supposed to float across here. Well, no, because there's no point you can hook shot over there, is there? Are you supposed to try to get this from here? I was supposed to say, that doesn't look like a shot you can make. I don't think that's something you can interact. The only thing it looks like it could be is you could grapple to it, but that doesn't seem right either. No, not that. No, it's definitely not. Unless you can get like right on the edge of that target. Nope, doesn't look like it. Like, there's gonna be no difference whether I do it from here or from there. I don't think there would be anyway. Oh, I didn't even see that there. Now I see it. Thanks for sending me back down to the bottom, by the way. That's exactly what I wanted you to do. I see what I gotta do now. Preferably without getting chased by that pea-hat, thanks. That color blended in really well. I didn't even see that platform. I could jump up here. Needless to say, you don't really want to fall down here unless you're 100% sure that you need to go back. Because as nice as the hookshot feels to use, using it like 12 times in a row is kind of a pain. Alright, away with you. And the hookshot in this game, if combined with the iron boots, is how you can pull these big statues away. Just don't be standing in front of it when it falls. Ooh, treasure! Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ah, it's a joy pendant. Man, what a letdown. Alright, you're coming with me. Where we're going first, I have no freaking clue. Even I don't know where I want to go first now. I think I'm going to go here first, actually. Oh, come on. You totally could have made that, but instead you just wanted to fall all the way back down, huh? Alright. Well, in that case, provided this will work, since I'm technically on a different floor, I would not be shocked to see it fail. Nope, it does work. Alright, cool. Get down here, you. He doesn't even act like he took a fall damage at all. Just like, eh, it's fine, walk it off. Alright, really? Come on now, don't be that guy. Get out of here. This is probably just the... Well, actually, no, it should be what I'm thinking it is. Am I correct? Yes, I am. Whoa, hello, Link. You're gonna be having fun with that. Let's hop off that real quick. So now you can just fly up here. And it's a lot easier than dealing with the alternative, let me tell you. Okay, what's this? Joy pendant, whoop-de-frickin-do. That was well worth my time. Magic? Please? Please? You jackass. Alright, fine. So it's that way. Alright. We'll just start from the top and work our way down. As good a plan as any. Where you have to go is very linear, but figuring that out is probably not so much. You better give me some magic here. I said magic, not arrows. There we go. I was supposed to say, apparently that's all the magic it's giving me, though. Is this because I'm not a Disney kid? Is this because I didn't catch the magic? A whoop-de-doo, a rupee. Alright, I'm gonna see if I need Makar in this room, and if not... And no, this looks like a boss gauntlet-esque thing. I may not need him at all here. I'm gonna try something a little weird here, see if it works. That actually didn't work too bad. I'm slightly impressed by that. Oh, I got one of you. There goes the other. Why will no one drop magic? So that was probably a key, I guess? It looks like that would have been required. It's not one of the treasure charts because the chest is wrong. I'm going to assume it's a key. It's not the map of the compass, obviously. Yep, it's a key. Alright, so I did need that at least. So that takes care of the second floor. There's nothing left here. First floor has one chest left, and I'm willing to bet that's probably a treasure chart. Based on where it is. I don't think it's the boss key. It might be the boss key, but I don't think it is. Or the big key, excuse me. Alright. We'll just start here. Okay, so that way is the way I need to go. Oh, okay, yeah, I remember this. This was the, this is the spot I needed Makar to get through the door on the other section, and I couldn't do it. You're fine, Makar, don't worry about it. I'll let you regain your flight meter here. Run on your stubby little legs. I'm gonna go through the door. Don't mind me. I'll just be here. I have a bad feeling these things respawned. They did. Those jackasses. Are you serious? Come on now. Do we really have to respawn these of all things? Man. Well, go over there. I don't want to see you hanging out in the same spot. Alright. Fine. Away with you. Oy. I feel like I'm going to age about 30 years by the time we're done with this temple. Do I have to go fight that other one? Because unless I have to, I'm not going to. No, I don't think I have to. Do a quick search for some magic here. No, they ain't giving me squat. Alright. Well then. Oh, hey. That works. Thanks. Hallelujah. Olay. Alright, this is either treasure map number 2 or the boss key. And again, based on the map, I'm thinking it's the boss key. Oh, that looks like boss key. 3 dark nuts, I'm gonna guess that's probably the boss key. Call it a hunch. Now hang on now. I don't have that fairy in a bottle anymore. Let's think about this for a minute here. If I'm gonna have to fight these guys, I'd rather do it at full health, thanks. That works. Thanks for hitting your bud, by the way. Oh, for crying out loud. So the one downside of the parrying technique is you can only parry on the enemy you're L targeted on, so if the other one attacks, then well, too bad for you. Get back up. Get back down. Get back up. Get back down. Get back up. Get back down. See, when you got one by themselves, they're not a threat at all. Like, anybody could beat one. I could give it to somebody who's never played a Zelda game and be like, here, beat this Dark Nut. Alright, so that's the big key. So in terms of that, we got map, compass, dungeon item, big key. So that just leaves... Oh yeah, we're actually done almost? What? Are you sure? There's only one more treasure chest left, and it's like the way we're headed regardless, so... Also, no, I ain't dealing with that. Do I need to go back through this way? Doesn't look like it. Looks like I came back just for that key. Yeah, I'm not going down there. You can't pay me to go down there. Well, maybe you could. How much are we talking? And we'll just casually jump to our death. Yeah, half a heart is worth it. Dude, what are you doing? Oh, wait. I gotta remember how to open this. See, the thing is, this little thing here opens. And that's how you get down there. That's, like, where the end of the dungeon is. But I don't remember how to do that. Maybe it's something, like, higher up in this room? That's what I would guess. I didn't see anything that would look like where I would try to go, though. Wait. That might have been it right there. Yeah, that's probably what opens that, but I need to figure out how to get in there. Okay, I see. So on the map, this the entrance, that door back there behind the grating, leads to the first floor, and then on the first floor, that's not the first floor. There's a room that leads to the second floor. So what we need to do is we need to hop down to... Actually, yeah, this is the right door. I thought I'd have to look around to find the right one, but yeah, that was actually it. I'm stuck. That's not good. Because it's just going to send me all the way back down. Alright, let's try that again. Don't even think about it. No. Stupid pea-hats. Yeah, unfortunately this wind tunnel really likes pushing my car against the wall. Whoa, camera! How fitting of a sound effect to hear outside. I just heard somebody's tires screeching, like, really badly. Somebody had to, like, use the handbrake to make a turn, I guess. Because in case you didn't know, I live in Hot Wheels City. So you hear a lot of that. Yeah, this is why you come back in here. I was going to say, I was pretty sure I remember hearing Wizrobes. What? Think the hookshot can probably latch onto the trees I planted. Give it a try. Yeah, I thought you had to do that earlier than this, but I guess you didn't. Alright, I see the enemy there. Come on now. So I can just get up there first. I'll hide behind this tree to dodge the fire. That will make sense. There better not be a floor master up here. I swear if there is. Also, there better not be another one of those up there either. I have a feeling there's a floor master up here. Nope, there's not. Okay. Fire bats! I have no idea if this actually can kill them or not, but we'll find out. Looking like the answer is no. Alright, that guy's dead. He will not be missed. Yeah, like Makar wants to come back into this room. I don't want to come back into this room. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Careful where you're going now. Don't be rolling off the edge here. Oh, this looks like it's not going to be fun. Thankfully, now that you've got the hook shot, the Deku Leaf is not your only option for getting rid of the ore that's around these things. A rupee, sure, I'll take it. Though it looks like we're going to have him plant more of these trees in order to actually make any progress. Now, if I remember right, you actually don't have to plant the first tree here. I think you can just go straight to the second one. Ha! He made it on the platform. Screw you. Alright, come on now. You're just going to camp him? Dude, no camping. Seriously? Leave that for Overwatch. Don't camp my spawn point, bro. He probably won't let me get there. I'm gonna say we'll just hop over there and then deal with that last one. Yep, you don't need it at all. Straight up skip to the third one. This might be the room with the Floor Master at the top of it, since I was thinking one of these did have that. Get away with you. Give it a little bit higher up and see if I can't finagle the camera to show me if there is a Floor Master up there or not. No, I think there is actually. I think I just saw him. In case planting all these actually does unlock a treasure chest, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't, but on the off chance it does. So is there one up there? Yeah, there is. Look at that dumbass up there. You have to get Makar a little close to that. Considering what happens at the start of the dungeon, I'm not sure he's okay with this. Might keep you very far away from that. Alright, let's just put you in a little corner over here, just in case. I see you. I have smashed my hand while it was quite cold in the car door, and it hurt quite a bit, so I can see why that would one-shot a Floor Master. Ah, here we are. Let's just set you down on there. Fabulous! Now we can finish the dungeon. Onward and downward! No, screw you. Makar? Oh, there we go. I was going to say, hopefully he'll fall off while that wind blade's going, or he's going to be in Vomit City here. I have key, but I'm curious. What is this? Oh, is that just like a way to get back? What? I don't follow. Oh, I guess you put Makar on it to get back up there and then conduct him. Alright, well, that's all well and good, but the only thing we need is whatever's in here, so I'm not going to worry about it. Oh, this is not going to be good. Oh, good, he died. Supposed to say, I don't know if that's actually going to do damage or not, so hopefully it will. Alright, there's those. If I remember correctly, this actually is a defeat all enemies to advance room, but some of them are hidden in pots. So, let's go hunting. Some of these might be behind the statues as well. Ow. Nope, just money. Alright. Nope, nothing there. Some money, nothing else. It's probably gonna be that one down there. Well, maybe not. We'll just keep going higher until there's nothing left up here. It might be a switch, but I'm pretty sure it's defeat all enemies. No, it is a switch. Okay. I don't know how, I guess you leaf across. Say if you accidentally grab this thing, I don't know how you get the deal. Oh no, this is just to open the door. Okay. So this has what behind it? An enemy that just knocked me all the way back down, and he's not going to come back down here, so I'm going to have to go up to him. Hooray for game design. Getting a switch that you literally can't avoid getting hit by. Thanks, Nintendo. No, wait, I wanted to... Aww. Oh, okay. That wasn't what I expected was going to happen, but okay. Was that it? No, it wasn't. There's another one. Alright. Grab that as a victory trophy. That was really funny. Was not expecting to see his ass just, like, trying to hold on to the side of that thing. Expected I was having to go up there to him, and then I look up and he's just falling down towards me. Not even jump, like actually falling and trying to get back up. What a maroon. Alright, if it ain't here, then it's going to be actually in one of the... Yeah, it is going to be in actually one of the things. Alright, let's try doing this from the side, then. That tried to fall on me. There's the other one. Can I pull him towards me? Alright, that works. Alright, that's probably it, right? Yeah, there we go. Do. Gimme. That should be the final treasure chart of the dungeon. Yes, indeed. And with that, we got 2 more rooms to go through, but nothing to actually pick up, and then we go fight a boss. So yeah, they took about the same amount of time, roughly. This one was a bit longer, yes, but again, that does not surprise me. Almost. I'll just back up from that. Well, geez, if you need any supplies, apparently this was the room to go for it. Oh, good, there's another floor master. You know, because we hadn't had enough of those today. I don't think there are actually any in the final dungeon. I think the only place that they show up in the game is these 2 temples and then that one that's in Forsaken Fortress. Maybe I should have carried him over here. Oh well. Alright, Makar, make sure you don't get caught by that stupid thing. I will be keeping you very close over here. Alright, those are gone. I would have figured it didn't matter if you were hookshotting. I don't think they would send you across the deal, would they? Would assume no, but I guess, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I see you. You just stay there. I was gonna say, that ain't good. So sure ain't fighting that thing up close. I already did that enough times. I'm just gonna ignore those. And on to the last room. Alright, if I remember correctly, there's a pretty cheap way to actually get past this room that wants you to do like a really annoying puzzle. So when actually going to start? Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, it should start actually affecting me somewhere in here. Alright, come on, you have to move before that. Ow. So yeah, the trick is you have to like get that block, get one of the blocks and push it so you can, you know, just walk across with the iron boots on, but... Oh, no, it didn't work. Alright. I know you can, like, side hop across this. You have to be very good with the timing, though. There you go. So you can just casually go across that way. You don't... Oh, no, you do need Makar. I was supposed to say you don't need Makar, but I guess you do. But it's a lot better than trying to do a block pushing puzzle. Like, let's be real. So my car can just skip most of this. I guess you do have to actually, like, land in the center. Let's get you up on one of these before we start moving. Alright. Come on, you can get up there. Oh, I'll bet, you know what? I'll bet you actually had to carry Makar as Link. That's probably what it was. Oh, no, you can do it that way. Cool. I was thinking I'd have to go back and pick him up and then do that jump with the iron boots on, but nope. That works fine. It's a little cheat for anybody that really didn't like doing that puzzle. I can't say I blame you. Play away, my friend. Excellent. Now let's hope that there's a fairy in here, because I'd really rather not fight this boss without one. I'm not very good at this boss fight, admittedly. But first, get rid of that. No, not that. Some money. Some magic, which I don't think you need in this fight. And 2 fairies, excellent. I shall use the other one now. Alright, really all you need for this fight is the hook shot. I guess I'll move something so I don't lose the fairy here. And I don't need him, but I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure all you need is the hook shot here. Well, and obviously the sword, but I think it's just the hook shot. Alright. Here we go. Hopefully I won't butcher this fight, because last time I did, and it was not pretty. For me, this is probably the second hardest fight in the game. We haven't seen the first hardest one, though. On the upside, I feel like it really would ruin this boss if it was way too easy. And this is one of the few times you'll ever hear me say this. I think this version of fighting this boss is way better than Twin Mold is in Majora's Mask. That's one of its weak points, is that boss fight, you just kind of use the Giant's Mask, and you just kind of hack and slash like crazy. This one actually does feel a lot more fleshed out. So I will concede that in that context of this type of boss fight, Wind Waker is better than Majora's Mask. Now here's hoping I can do this without, again, butchering this fight. And I love this music, so I'm being quiet during this fight. He even makes the same noise as the Majora's Mask bosses do in that Stone Tower Temple. Interesting. Never noticed that before. Butcher the boss fight doesn't even take a hit, man. What was I doing the last time I played to suck that bad? Well, I was probably trying to fight the little mini things, but really, I just was like, I'm going to avoid them this time, and apparently that's the choice you should make. Just don't even bother with them. Because that was really easy. That might be the only boss fight I did where I didn't take a hit, actually. Actually, I may not have taken one in Tower of the Gods. I don't remember. No, I think I took one in Tower of the Gods. I didn't take much damage, but I think I took at least a hit. Also, I don't know if it's supposed to be a throwback to Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time, but the fact that he, like, bleeds green blood, or, like, vomits green blood or whatever, I'm not sure if it's supposed to be blood. But if it is, it's a nice throwback to Ocarina of Time where they had to change that because they didn't want to show blood in that game. Because there was no teen rating back then, and so was E for everyone, so they switched it from red to green from the 1.0 to the 1.2, I believe. But now we play! A 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3. Well, at least his movement's not as choppy as it is in the Earth Gods lyric. How can it get cooler than bat wings? It can light up! The Master Sword has returned. Its blade once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword of the one true hero is revived at last. I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword, and my ancestors are most satisfied. Well, good. You can keep praying here. May the winds of fortune be at your back. And to you as well, good sir. Watch out for those floor masters, because you know they probably respawned again. And with that, I see, so the Forsaken Fortress is already... Ah, like a molten snake that casts off its dead skin. That place is so empty and quiet, one can almost hear the echo of the dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. There were no trees on Forsaken Fortress. Nice try. What ails you? What? Why? Lose a long face. The monsters are gone from this world. Doesn't that make you a little happy? No, if they're gone from there, because it means they moved somewhere else. Again, has not shown himself above the sea since Valuan unleashed his fire wrath upon him. What's worse, there's not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world, the Forsaken Fortress. Cannot imagine how it's possible, yet I cannot shake this foreboding feeling I have about Zelda. We must search for the Triforce shards that we can head back to Hyrule without delay. So, at this point, this is where you do the final big step of the game, aside from, you know, the final area, and that's hunting for all the pieces of the Triforce. And thus far, we've only gotten one of the actual maps. I've not fished it up or paid Tingle the money for it. But we've also picked up 4 treasure charts between the 2 dungeons. And I kind of feel like still going, streaming-wise, so what I'm going to do is... well, while we head back to Outset here. Because I don't have all that written down, I'd like to get all the side quest stuff written down so I can keep track of it and we're not, you know, all over the place, which is what I did with the other ones. I'm going to end Wind Waker here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and save right now. Actually, you know what I'm going to do first? I'm going to go ahead and get some more granny soup. We'll end Wind Waker, and then I'll cut the stream long enough for me to switch games, and I'm going to switch over to Super Mario Party, so if you guys want to see more gameplay of that, you can be so inclined. But I might also check to see how many people are in fact watching now, because if there's not a lot, then I don't want to be bothering to stream for nobody. But I might do it anyway, just for the sake of it. But I also have to switch, you know, cables around, because the capture card needs to go from the Wii U to the Switch. But we're done with Wind Waker for the night either way. So that takes care of the Wind Temple and the Earth Temple. So next time, we'll hunt for the piece of the Triforce, use more of the treasure charts we've gotten to finish stuff. Basically clear out the rest of the overworld game before heading back to Zelda. We should probably get all that done, and depending on how much that is, we'll either finish the game in the next sitting or leave it for one more stream. So this is either the second to last or the third to last stream that we've got for Wind Waker. Until then, I will switch over. Well, actually, first I'm going to check one important thing. Besides, this music sounds really nice, so you get to listen to that at least. Honestly, this game has some really freaking good music. It's really, really solid. Excuse me, advertisement. Alright, so it says there's nobody watching yet on the actual users page. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. Granted, some of those are probably bots. At least one of them is, I'm sure. But still, that's a bit dumb. So either way, for the time being, I will stop the stream. Well, actually, it might let me straight up do it here. Well, no, because I'm going to upload this to YouTube. I may not upload Super Mario Party. So, I will cut the stream and then switch back on to Super Mario Party. So, I'll be back in, like, about 2 minutes. I'll go ahead and put that in the chat as well. Just so everyone is clear. And I will say it aloud, or I will text it in the chat as well. Ouch. If you could hear that, that was my thigh cracking. We'll let this play for a minute. Dun 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 dun. It's such a good theme song. Whoever did it did a really good job. Alright. We'll be right back.